Hey guys, good morning. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Waiting for the new ventilator for the room. Cooling. My old one just died as well. It was 5 years old, but worked what 2 3 days. 2 days. When 2 fans died. Days. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hot for the next 2 days. I ordered new ones, but I need to wait another couple of days for them to arrive. Well, Rouge Pirates was the worst, the hottest summer ever on the planet, pretty much. I mean, you know how bad it is when Siberia is burning, one of the biggest fires ever as well. Anyways, boys, we're here with Beastmen, part 7. Stacking minor damage in this campaign. Turn 110. Had a little bit more sleep today. So, moving forward again with the hours. Last night there were thunderstorms. I never heard thunderstorms like that ever before in my life. So yeah, weather is definitely changing, getting hotter and more messed up. My mic seems low. Hold on. I turned off my ventilator, so I have to change this. The threshold. One moment, should be fine now. Yoo-hoo! My room has much less noise now because the fans are not working, so the microphone also gonna work differently. You guys didn't hear it, but there was a lot of noise. Sometimes the fan was working so hard that I couldn't hear the in-game audio. But luckily you guys didn't hear it yourself. The fan has been running like over 20 hours a day. That's how hard it was. Yeah, what do we have here? I'm just chilling for the campaign here. We still haven't got the new Gorbull. No new Gorbull. Since Shit Wizard got killed, no new Gorbuls. Is it better now? Kilk. Testing. Does seem like it's not jumping as usual. Maybe just because I'm still, waking up. Testing. Hi. I mean, it's triggering when I'm whispering. The noise gate has dropped really low. Maybe we need to lower the thresholds. Okay, should be a little better now. The noise in the room was creating, kind of like a trigger depending on the volume of my voice, so now it's triggering less. So, we're murdering the Empire here. This is our army. We are stacking monitor damage. Monitors have 110 weapon strength, and most of their damage is armor piercing. This is a really high damage, but we put our monitors to 233 damage, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 122% damage increase. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 72. $92. My bad, it's 112%. 100% would be 220, and then another 12% is 13. Yeah, it's 112%. We can still get a couple of more characters to get more. How is my cat dealing with such a weather disaster? Well, my cat doesn't. The cat doesn't seem to be bothered. Just sleeping with all four in the air these days. Drinking a little more than usual. Yeah, it's pretty chill right now. Pretty chill right now. There was a thunderstorm last night with a lot of rain. It's 19 Celsius right now, or 67 Fahrenheit. And it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy the whole week. Yeah. 19 is like my ideal weather. 19. But even if the temperature drops to 19, the earth is still, you know, warm slash hot. It needs to be like this for several days to cool. Okay, with 3 gifts of chaos for the slug skin. Slug skin is pretty nice, and I think it's like the best gift for the Minotaurs. I was actually considering starting a Clan Agron campaign while we still playing this campaign, but it wouldn't be fair to start a campaign at this hour when most of my pride time starts in like 12 hours. So I'll wait for this schedule to improve a bit before we start a Clan Agron campaign. We have 5 wizards that have Lore of Wild. So we can spam with quite a bit of explosions. Hey, cookies. As we get more heroes, I'll disband the great weapons. Look at this, guys. It's August. It's August. Maybe like 2 more hot weeks, and then the weather is gonna go to shit again. Nice, nice. Love me shitty weather. I mean, in my book, shitty weather is anything higher than 25 Celsius. That's the shitty weather in my book. Hey, Dig Bro. Looks like Dig Bro, nobody ninja'd the your month this month. So you got it for the last month. Thank you very much. Doesn't look like anybody's trying to ninja while I'm offline. Dear bro, got it. You can check exclamation mark Mendemont L. So MOTML, and you can see the last month. Squad and victory. I've seen some interesting things this one. Charge blowing up 20 halberdiers. We kinda seen something similar last time, but it's more consistent this time. How fast the full health units get killed. us closer. Any reason to put everything in the same spot? Better mitigate damage, you get bonuses like the Unrelenting Warherd, like the Apocalyptic Vision, like the Horn of Forest Burst, Beast. There are bonuses that stake in the radius for the Beastmen, especially the two Gore Bulls, one for attack and charge, and other for armor and missile resistance. So yeah. And they'll mitigate damage somewhat better. They might take more damage for certain sources, but less casualties. We are kind of weak to range stuff when we are using a ball like this, but we have a lot of explosions, as you can see. We've been spamming them. So anything that threatens us from distance, we use explosion to interrupt. Good morning. And most important thing, it looks really cool having a horde of monitors like this. Really cool. Overcast on the screen is nice. Most of the time we don't have to overcast the Wild Tide, but against armored units we need to. A little bit too early for all this screaming. But I like when the Emperor screams for me. Look at this thing here. They've taken over 3,000 damage in this fight on a single casualty. That's damn impressive. Guild Strait does have some influence on casualty prevention. 6 armor might not seem a lot, but it helps. Look at the mortar that's killed 4 miners. That's impressive. Direct hits. Direct hits on the wounded miners that get shot by guns. Midnight is down. Tolos, not bad. Not bad. And the Orcas in the brace scheme is pretty nice, 5. Don't have it upgraded on Malagor. It's pretty nice, the Orcas cost. Makes it really viable to mess up the range, slowly kill them. Hey Sci-Fi, didn't you just watch this battle? We are stacking monitors and spamming Valtide. Getting basic surges as well. Make monitors have perfect vigor, and the enemy gets constantly interrupted in their range attacks. But the primary reason for it, it's not even that, it's the unsated bloodthirst. Unsated bloodthirst. So the monitors have over double damage. Double damage. This unit of cows does more damage than 3 giants. This looks like an AI Kazakh army. Guys, remember when they patched it, when the Kazakh was running around with a bunch of Bestigors? It was so scary. Hey, Bumblum. Yoo-hoo! That's a lot of Bestigors, man. But it's 50-50, remember. Bestigors get pretty good when they get all the buffs. What the hell? 20 kills? Oh, damn it, shit. What the... You went way too wide in that group. Hobbits will struggle against Bestigors. I'm gonna put one aside in the army. It's a nice unit to micro. You basically shoot and move. Hit melee, shoot, hit melee, shoot, hit melee. What for speed heavy infantry is pretty crazy. Primal Fury gives them 12% speed, which is nuts. Remember, the Bestigors used to make the Black Orcs look very bad. Now the Black Orcs are more formidable in melee, but they still suck because of the slow speed, making Bestigor a more versatile unit. And they can have 48 speed. Just love it when a heavy infantry unit with 10,000 health can outrun most archers in the game. Maybe in Warhammer 3 the Beastmen get the rest of their units. Make no mistake, guys, the Beastmen we have right now are minimal. They put minimal effort giving us unit variety and overcharge this DLC like crazy. Mainly due to the mini campaign, of course. Hopefully we get various Bestigors and a couple of more monster units. With of course another Lord for the Beastmen in the Warhammer 3. We're missing, you know, like the Chaos specific units for the Beastmen, like, you know, Chaos God specific. We are missing a couple of monsters and the Minotaur Lord, what's it called, Doombull. I think Beastmen should get another 4 units with options to have specialized Bestigors. You specialize on a Lord to a Bestigor like to Slanesh, and the Bestigors then have Slanesh type stats. This chaos specialization is lacking. You might say the current version of the Beastmen and the Warriors of Chaos is kinda like Chaos Undivided, without any specialization. Well, they still my favor, you know. Really don't favor anything. Those marks they get are inconsistent and they're crap. I mean, Marcus Slanesh giving you immune to psychology, give me a break. Should give perfect vigor. The Beastmen are missing at least 5 units. With of course the favoring one god over the other for difference, for more specialization. But I don't expect they're gonna do anything about the Beastmen to Warhammer 3. I mean, Warhammer 3 makes sense to specialize the Beastmen, separate the factions. Would not be a good time to do it now. So Beastmen is pretty much a simple campaign, quite unique because your army can stay hidden pretty much forever. And you have a couple of quality fun units. But it's a siege fest for the most part. But still a different experience. I do enjoy playing Beastmen, but they're very minimalistic. Half of their technologies also makes no sense anymore in Warhammer 2. We got the speed. At 44 speed. Oh, it's 44. They're all the fast now. 40, 44, yeah. Got the speed. 44 speed is pretty fast. It can have 48 faster than Skaven. Can you imagine Bestigors faster than Skaven? That would be madness. The Skavens, when they flee, they can still outrun Bestigors. Come on, gimme the right Gorbals.
No.
Quality of life on the main traits is so bad. Some of the main traits are so bad you never want to see them. And some of the traits are so good that you don't want to use anything else. It's a broken system. You have to recruit in this man a hero to cycle it faster so you get what you want.
Praise Sigma.
Looks like he's gonna occupy Dietrichshafen, so we'll wait here to attack him. Blam, you looking forward to the next campaign? Me too, me too. I'm excited. I played a small scale since Warhammer 1. Let me show you guys something. I linked Scott the other day. No. Okay. Look at this. We have a military alliance with the Warriors of Chaos, and we don't care about anybody else. The Chaos seems glitched in this campaign. They only came with 2 armies, which is... I have not seen this since they went bankrupt. One time I played the Dwarves, I think. Amir says after nearly 2230 hours in Warhammer 2, I reached the conclusion that Belgrade Hammer Clan Angry is my absolute favorite campaign. And it's pretty fun. Get movement for this case. Search ruins. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had this one before, I think. I think it was one purple. Three, 4, 2, 4, 2. Three, 4. So it can be a 4, right? 3, 4, 2. And then it goes a 3 and a 4. 3, 4. 1, 2. I think it's one purple.
By the comet! The nation calls. Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer and be done.
Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Our harpies are far from good. We like battle skills, we like the weapons building, and we like experience. But the enemy is diminished. We'll send all the chaos spawn to the center. I'm not really bothered by range. They're actually more bothered by the halberds in this shape. RP, mass harpy shadows actually not very good for the FPS. We're gonna push the range, and what's the speed here? 47. Just keep pushing the range here. Everybody's attacked here. Hey, Gonglok. Look at those free company militia. They actually were doing damage there. What? They have no armor to actually do anything but lose it, Nelly. Us route is happening, maybe their carcass out as well. More because there's no fear, but we added him a terror item. This guy's moving at 34 speed, Marco's moving at 43. He's slow too, so he's pretty good at chasing the here. It's normal piercing, so it doesn't do very good damage. It's just made to be, you know, very tanky. Might have removed his aura of transmutation, but he still has poison regeneration and decent resists. Free company militia is yeah, basically swordsmen, but they have less armor and health. Which, if they're not fighting a diminished unit from their guns, they lose. But if they get a shot or two, their the lack of armor and health compared to the swordsman does not matter. So they have no shields and less health and less armor. But they do have a pistol shot, which is pretty nice. That's not bad. Yeah, free combat militia is more useful than swordsman. Especially if you try to get a couple of shots for anything. It's definitely a unit that can do more if you need more. The swordsman is just, you know, easy choice because they don't need to be microed like the free company. How did they get here already? What the? Ever punishment here. It was actually had that city before.
My bloodline calls.
I don't want him to go around. Make sure there is no empire around. Well, the Beastmen are at war with most factions. They can have good relations with like Skaven, Norska, Undead, even Orcs, and especially Warriors of Chaos. Warriors of Chaos should be your main ally. Everybody else doesn't matter. Hey, Dark Trooper. Was up a little longer yesterday after finishing the Gwent. Checked the first two episodes of Men in the High Castle after so long. Now that the 3 seasons are out and the 4th one is on the way. I have to say, very nice TV show, first 2 episodes. Seems quite binge-worthy. Gonna push my hours forward with sleep by watching some Men in the High Castle towards the end of the day. It's a good thing, Pine Templar, but you still want to side with Chaos over Skaven. Because the Chaos will target the Skaven. And better to ally with Chaos than the Skaven. Makes more sense. Fortunately, there are no strong Skaven in this area of the map, so they're very limited. Clan Molder is usually very weak. Beastmen do not have a march stance, so their campaign movement range is kinda limited, but Malagor gives everybody 10%. Yeah, pretty much, Pine Temple, pretty much. Whenever there's like a big war going on against like Empire, the Beastmen would join in Norsk and Chaos to fight them off. But alone, the Beastmen rarely had to chance against factions like the Empire. It would just be like on the outskirts, raising villages in small cities. You know, while you know, any time, you know, they would just think that they would, you know, they are strong enough, Empire would get a big army and nearly wipe them up, wipe all of them out. Yeah, Colonglog, the Vecamolling with the resettling of the ruins is one of the reasons why the Beastmen and the Chaos are not really enjoyable to play right now. It's more so than these factions being lacking, because you know, they are lacking.
Absolutely
I don't know who is in this area. We're not gonna be using campaign spies.
all hail Horned Rat.
Okay, we need to guess which one does not have a pair here. The first one is here and here. The second one is here and here. The third one is here and missing a pair. The fourth one here and here, so it's the third one. Another doe one. As well give Booker his grill as well.
War darkness. Real sight. Darkness.
You summon the Lich Master. I see, I see. A pact, is it?
Commander does not start war with the Voice of Chaos, I think, which is a little bit silly. But the Chaos Invasion will attack him, so we don't care about him. It's interesting how he got up here and, while at war with the Empire. Look at this moment. I have to see how strong our enemies right now. Empire rank 77, Midland rank 71. This balance of power here tells us, even without the scouting with here in the area, that the enemy military presence might be poor. But if you spend multiple turns without hidden encampment, factions that are much further away than your current enemies might have sent the armies, and they are waiting for you in the fog of war. Every time you hide, they go back home. So if you hide every 2 or 3 turns, they lose kind of whole turn every 3 turns. It's you're basically countering the AI spy satellites here. By design, the hidden encampment is OP, and by the design of AI spy satellites, even more OP. Hey, Monolithium. Monolithium. Is Monolithium. Thank you for the host. They have an army of heavy infantry, and and most of them have various experience. And look at this. They have no ways to fight heavy infantry. No ways at all. In fact, you can win this battle probably with 4 Bestigers. And look at this. I think in the lore, or I like to believe so, that you know, as you know, there were not much civilization, you know, like way before the Empire. The Beastmen would be much bigger and stronger, had a stronger presence in the world. But as you know, factions like the Empire appeared, you know, the civilization spread around. The Beastmen were getting, you know, slowly, you know, pushed around, and you know, just had to, you know, pretty much hide for most part.
I can't say. I can't say.
Don't have to use this too. Makes no wonder then on that lore when they mention it, when the Karak was under siege by the biggest Beastman army ever.
Chaos.
The dwarves needed help from Malekith.
I can't say.
But it was way before the Empire.
Kozra.
One, two, another 6. We don't have enough room on the other side.
Feel safe. Sila Dawud. Verwundert. Chaos Gott.
Pretty sure the Beastmen were the first encounter of the Empire with the Chaos. Like, you know, Beastmen and the Greenskins being the other than other human nations, the primary enemy of the pre and early Empire.
Feed our flesh. Black Sire. Chaos.
Yeah, Norska as well. Norska as well. But Norska didn't really become, you know, like a big deal to the Empire until they became the actual Empire. Parts of the kingdoms that were fighting the pretty much Norse raids most of their life, they were some of the toughest men in the Empire when the Empire was formed. Like you know, the area around Ostland. Kislev.
Face. Nossa, usa.
Probably the ugliest part of the Warhammer world for any of the men to live is North and Eastern Oblast. When the Beastmen, the Norska, or any of these factions would actually come with the proper armies, the Empire would just send an army that would not be able to be stopped. So Beastmen and Norska pretty much just, you know, raiders. Act like a raiders. They never really have a chance in a real engagement against the Empire. Every now and then they would, you know, like murder a couple of villages, maybe a city, and they would, you know, get bigger, and they would think they would, you know, be able to take on the real Empire army, and then they would get defeated in the real battle. Yeah.
Nasha Wusla.
I mean, if the Emperor was enough to stop the Greenskins in the lore of Norska and the Beastmen are a joke then. Because the Beastmen are way more numerous and stronger than the Norska and the Beastmen. Greenskins pretty much the oldest enemy of the Empire.
Bar. Facultats. Chaos. Gala.
Norska and the Beastmen had, you know, like usually some tricks in their sleeve. You know, related to the chaos, of course, magic. Well, the Greenskin just had sheer amount of numbers.
Fight off us! Beastmen!
The dwarves teach the Emperor the proper smithing. They could actually get artillery later. But you know, dwarves were slow on innovation because you know they're sticking to traditions. But the Empire surpassed them in technology. But still, the dwarves would craft the best the stuff. Just super slow for the Empire needs, though. Like, what's the set of swords that you know would arm a set of men, be super powerful, when the Empire had you know have so much higher numbers than the dwarves. They need so much more than that. But still, you know, the big people in the Empire would have the good stuff, like the dwarf armor and dwarf weapons. Dwarves needed the Empire to survive, and the Empire needed dwarves to survive, so it was mutually beneficial. Otherwise, the Greenskins would have killed everybody. Going for the Children of Chaos, so we saw the Horde growth. I get triggered when I see my other horsemen in the Chaos army. Skaven have amazing technology in this game. Skaven overall is amazing faction. Full of flavor and strong. The technology is so strong that the more they get, they just get really strong. They have way superior technology to the Empire, but the sheer amount of technology the Dwarves have beats pretty much any other faction in the game. But the Skaven technology tree is very strong, especially since they added food technologies. And since they added research followers, you can actually acquire technology in a good time, so you get powerful faster. Skaven technology tree might be one of the best trees in the game regarding how well it works with the faction. The fact that they can have research followers as well, they can finally get technologies in a decent time too. Oh, look at that, Luin coming from the Oath War. Hopefully it doesn't have the reinforced, cause this army is ugly. Might be losing that horde. We have no battle skills. Okay, he was in fog of war waiting for Kazakh. That's why you need to scout. Well, we got lucky this time. Given technology is a good example what a technology tree should look like in this game. While a Greenskin technology tree is a good example what it should not look like. The Greenskin technology has aged in such a way that you open that thing, you get brain damage. Especially when you see technologies unlocking units and technologies out of order, which are also obsolete compared to other Greenskin factions as well. It lacks flavor, it lacks sense, and it's pathetically weak. Yoo-hoo! Hey, Jengov. This army is no joke. I like the battle skills to beat this much elite cavalry. Basic Knights being the most powerful AI unit for the Bretonnia. All the three are a big trouble for the Bastigors. We could kill the Guild Guardians, no problem, just would take longer. But this three with the rest of them is very problematic. How they got north so fast? Deploy. We could also attack this. We could pull Kazakh here, tell our warhead to attack it, and they go into a big battle. Still, man, that's a lot of cav. It's a big grinder, and we can get attacked in a follow-up. It would be a good thing to do if we actually had battle skills, which we don't. We'll go into this forest here. We'll make sure that we have enough movement, because the movement increase here messes up with the movement bar, so the percentages are off. This is probably winnable here with both, but not super reliable. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? The face is upside down now, so it has to go turn here. And let's check. It looks like the red is exactly fitting. Nothing is too wide. The yellow is not wide enough, while the blue might also be fitting here. It looks like it's blue or red. Blue or red. Is it me or the red? This red side is a little bit not wide enough to fit here. It can be both red and blue here, so we just have to check the sides. So the face has to go, has to move. This one has to move like four times left, and then we get these two on the top, which we're gonna be fitting on these two. One is on the left side, like here, which means this one was either on the teeth or on this box. We have box, teeth. The right, the left one goes to the right. Looks like one of these two, but this one is even further. The eye would be like here, and it looks like it might be this one. So this one, the teeth, the one on the side. Below the eye. Which means it would go but is it these two that are connecting here or this? So this one is a little bit tricky on the blue. A little bit tricky on the blue. Are these two hitting here or here? Blue seems so tricky here that I don't think it's blue. I don't think it's blue. It looks too tricky here. We'll try to find a solution for the red. This one is tough. Look at this distance here. This is probably the toughest line puzzle I have seen so far. This is when you search treasure on a ruined settlement. One of the 4 different puzzles you can get. I think I'm gonna try to get a solution for the red. This is below the right eye, but they go top. It should be somewhere in the area here. They go up. They go up actually. They go up. Almost look like it's this one. It can be the third one. The third one would favor a different color. It can't be the first one if we're going for red either. Could be the first one. No, it's on the other side. It can be first or third one. Bottom has the anvil which lands here. which it can be the fourth one as well. So if it's red, it has to be the second one. If it's not red, then it's blue, and then it's something else. But blue is way too tricky here. There's connection here, and the both might be fitting here. So second option looks good for the red. The blue is way too hard to solve here in the mind. Okay, it looks like it was blue, but which one? This one is too tough to solve. If I get it again, I'll try to solve blue. Hold on. That one was really tough. Well, it's still fresh to me. Let's check this out. Yeah, the solution was blue. And it looked like it would be one with a teeth. But it's so hard to see, you know, which one. I guess it's 50-50. When you get it again, it's one of the two solutions on the blue. That one was tough. Looks like the Wood Elves are seeing us, you know. They want to get some real estate north. Bretonia rank 1. Looks like they control quite a bit of the Empire. The Emperor only controls Aldorf. This is a bit risky to go in a full engage here, because there are so many enemies around. This should be fine.
Absolutely not.
Does look like there's another Bretonian army nearby. Bretonians are a bit overpowered right now, so they could easily chase us with over 4 armies around. We have a big penalty to the leadership here, so we basically just go for a charge here while casting some voodoo. Should be a pretty fast smash here. Allegor provides quite a bit of penalty to the enemy leadership, and we don't have any heroes adding more. But when you get shocked like this, like instantly losing over a quarter of your HP, all those modifiers just cause a master out. They got flanked without being able to respond. The students don't have enough leadership to fight like that. I actually want to keep
Do you take me for a
the
child?
Bray herd. So from the looks of it, Bretonians do have several armies. We know where the king is. There can be really crazy numbers here. We could make a move like this.
War Darneth!
I'm definitely gonna go for the Bray herd here and try to take a city here. Oh, they definitely overtuned the Bretonia right now. Oh, while in defeat, which means they've done some damage. It's pretty good. Hopefully, Kemmer takes Midland, Mindenheim, and Salzburg too. The isolationists, Wood Elves, are traveling across country. Oh, my bad. Cross continent. To occupy ruins. I mean, Wood Elves going for Salzburg makes sense. But, any other settlement like that, this area don't make any sense at all.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
What was it, this one? No wonder they get killed when they get only 2 armies. Hey, to Walder, thank you for 10 months. And this is pathetic. They spawn with 2 armies and they just get deleted. But a new wave has arrived. You cannot destroy the Rise of Chaos. You have to attack them during the Chaos Invasion to destroy them. But still, what the hell, man? What the hell? Why did they get 2 armies, only 2 armies in the first place?
I think not.
I just love how they instantly got the garrison like that. Chaos, the most terrifying faction in this universe, and they're getting what's the word? Almost one might say disgraced by the developers.
Fagudat! Dogumab! Bor! Gordos!
Armor. This unit just used to have 100 armor. You know, +1 attack here, -5 armor there. It's to be balanced as all things in life. I don't see many nobles on the walls. I would have been what spells would I cast there? Pit of Shades. Or would have killed everything here. The rest would shatter. Deliverance of Itza. Yeah, that was well. Just love how this unit has been shot at, fought in melee, and still not a single casualty here. What are they gonna do against heavy infantry, these peasants? Who do you think they are? Sword masters? It's supposed to be a big chunk of ember. Making an approach here with them, we don't really care about casualties. You guys seen the recruitment cost on the investigators?
Chaos! As Laksan!
Look at that army got wrecked like this. Khazar is liking nearly everything now, right? Currently.
Quit that!
Devour them! Bring them to the lady's mercy!
Chaos Death! Chaos Death! Arc!
Just love how these guys are surrounded, they're still confident.
We fight as frail companions!
Dark beasts! Burn! Gather! Burn! Burn! Go, cut! Nasha Wusra!
Just sent so many units here, they're just stuck and getting exhausted.
Dark Eye Rat! Dark beasts!
They're no longer confident, they're steady.
Core Chaos! Pulse!
Cavalry is so hard to kill because of the blessing of the lady. Armor piercing doesn't matter shit against that cavalry unit.
No, Guma! Bah! Kusa Wusra!
They also like magic in this army.
Arkansas! Jorgo! Kozra! As me!
They're very tanky.
Dark Island! No Guma!
Just have to get to the center and he'll break.
Beastmen! Raka! Greyhound! Dark beasts! Tarsice! Dawak on Gunexuf!
A couple of horses are blocking this whole area here. Look at that mess, man. We can't go through.
Kozra! Whoa!
This guy's gonna get killed here if we don't get there.
Find the uncivilized!
They're actually tougher than the Iron Breakers because they never get tired. So the longer the fight takes, the stronger they are. I didn't expect a lot of damage in this area, but couldn't really even get through this area. Might actually be in trouble on the follow bell. Not balance skills, you know, so don't have the stats in our favor. These guys are not even getting hit so much defense. Veteran Grill Guardians with the AI can have like close to 100 melee defense. They just don't take damage. Add healing to them, you're gonna have to fight them all day. Hit hard counters.
Chaos Girth. Azlaxa. Force. Agastar.
Can't believe we actually got pushed here. Considering how much heavy infantry there was.
Kozra. Dawaku.
These guys are tougher than Chosen.
Akam Shahid. Barosh Katra.
If we were fighting Chosen, the Chosen would be all dead by now. So very little for everybody to route here.
Kozra. Sage. Akam Shahid.
Can't believe the 50 knights are causing so much issues here.
Select. Fargulgard.
Who's tougher than the Chosen? Harry, Grill Guardians.
Kozra.
It's the Grill Guardians. Blessing of the Lady and ridiculous resist plus stamina. I mean defense plus stamina. Sort actually might be dead after this battle. I don't think we're gonna have enough for the follow-up. They've taken way too much damage here.
Dawak od Kuneksów. Zuans.
Can't believe what the damage you're taking this set is ridiculous. They don't even have the ward save, man. They don't even have the ward save yet. They actually have a technology for additional 10% ward save. Damage here was nearly catastrophic. Now only one blessing of the Lady adds Amir, but they have perfect figure and they can get additional 18% ward save, and they can have over 70 melee defense. And if you add healing on top of that, Chosen can go cry in the corner. Is their toughness, they make Grill Knights look really bad. We might be in trouble here.
I refuse.
Kazlak Arma.
This army, you know, it's work in progress, so... I get fueled by blood just in case. There's an army full of war, there might be a trouble. We accept the risk. So what happens when you have multiple hordes but no scouts?
I'll ignore that.
There's definitely trouble here. You have only one regiment of renown. Taking way too much damage in the bell.
Malago Raf Karud.
Not possible.
Way too much damage. Four characters, huh? You don't have battle skills here either. Morgun and Kazar got a big work in progress. But they should be fine here. I need the battle skills, but we need campaign skills first. These guys are all underleveled. Harpies without attack, weapons building, it's not a very good unit. Occasionally is acceptable because we are still work in progress. The moment these units get more attack, they'll get experience twice as fast. This halberd on the left are a problem. They will kill the chaos spawn. Harpies might lose leadership here, but I feel like we are still outnumbered them here. I lost the 3 company militia there. The 3 company militia seems problematic for the Harpies currently. We don't have enough attack to beat them in 1-on-1, I think. We don't have to fight 1-on-1. Don't have fear on these units, and the harpies don't cause fear, otherwise the enemy would have routed already. Has been pretty good here. They have like what, 4 or 5 characters? This is a little bit problematic. But this wing against harp is just because of the difficulty. We don't have the attack to kill them. Not right now. Oh, those guys are really annoying. What the hell? Supplies a big leadership penalty. Characters are not breaking there, huh? Well, Morgor kill one by one. Lacking offense right now on the Harpies. You get additional 10 armor and 10 attack. Makes the Harpies much better. Choose their lord. We need to kill this guy. You have to keep in mind we have no battle skills and we have no weapons building. Weapons building is very important for the Harpies. Gives 10 armor and 10 melee attack, which is over 50% increase for this unit. Nobody got killed, so easy. Easy. Those Harpies could have carried the rest of the fight anyways, they have raised the standard. Another bell, very nice. Wanted 2 bells here. Gambler's armor. That's actually pretty good for Malagor. Need some armor and ward save. What's the population situation here? It's actually pretty good, really. Really good.
I'll ignore that. Chaos fails.
Okay, now there's all here, a couple units will get killed. Eric says, just finished my legendary Ark in the Blade campaign. How was it in the early game? Actually, I have one planned this year. The Razor Stone Harpy is doing pretty nice, even with the without attack buffs. Pretty nice. You still have to pick one of them. Why not two? This is because he's from Warhammer 1. In Warhammer 2, he should be able to pick both. Then melee attack is critical to the kill spawn.
Dawaksho, das mi Arifus. Yakufus. Real size. War darkness. Unsight. Maladon dar armu. Maladon so.
Hey, Mimda. 244 now.
Good reward. We are good.
I don't need this building here, really. Kazakh is probably gonna get killed here.
Sigma forbids this.
Yeah, population ready for more hordes anyways. That's why we need emergency butchers available. I need to put the butchers in reserve. Like, if I had the butchers here, Boris would have no chance. Having butchers here is greedy. Better safe than sorry, like what's gonna happen to Kazakh now. Regiments are just too good for the reserve, because it's an instant reserve. Man, addicted to PvE this season, should have never found that headhunter. Ooh, nice. How much are they going these days? In Exalts. Pure Colombian. $150, 170x. Pretty nice, pretty nice. The big money. Who the hell is controlling these territories? Karakazum and Dwarves are out of control this campaign. Out of control. Greenskins looking really bad here. This looks doable. Maybe we retreat towards the forest. We might get even a worse area. Light forest. Bingo! Look at these guys. This is classic. Boris chasing Kazakh, hide him in the open field, but Kazakh retreated, and now Boris is pissed. He's mad, and he's gonna chase them into the forest and get slaughtered.
Chaos Girth.
I'll have moderate 69 is fine. I'll have this one go after the artillery. Maybe two of them just to be sure. This guy used to use glaives. They still use glaives, but it's just halberd infantry. Wonder why they changed that. This is actually a really good position to fight him. Hey, Sandway. Need to hit those great swords. Tiger cannot hide, so they're gonna have to chase him into the forest. These guys will hide. Hey, Roller. Hi, Roller. Good morning. Good hit. Good hit. Crossbows, man, are gonna be the dead of the Tiger. We can outrun them. Hey, we can minion. Oh, just reminded me, I need to get some breakfast. Maybe just order some breakfast today. Today, what's the day? Thursday? We'll pull them into an ambush here. Great swords could do good against the Bestigos since we like skills, but the rest of their infantry is gonna get slaughtered. The swordsmen just don't have the armor, don't have the toughness, the health, or the damage to beat the Bestigos. Bestigos is already better than the great swords, not by much, but it is. AI-wise against the AI stats. Let's move this thing here. Open field battle would be a slaughter here. Good thing we got a forest. Those hellstorms would in mortar would be a problem. No, they got triggered because it's outnumbered now. I think it's fine now to engage. We have them here. Kazakh is not very good health, but should do good against that captain. Be just a little careful. Kazakh has very impressive stats to dual captains. We are on a low health there. Or it's probably best to ignore, but we engage him already. I need terror here, that's why I'm keeping this guy around. And we should have supposed to be engaging Hellstones before engaging their army after we started Hellstorm, but we're gonna take some damage here. Hellstorm is really bad for us. Yeah, Boris should just get ignored, he's not dying. They gave him a ridiculous generation. God damn, I'm taking so much damage there. God damn, man, stop hitting my own troops. Hit here. How those guys? I guess it's a late fire there. Now we can send his. Very close for Saigon. That bastard. Some friendly fire there. Still have the man reapers. taking some damage, mainly splash. Is there half health with 82? Fine. Apply terror here, I think.
I can't see.
Boris might have the toughness, but he doesn't have the damage against an armored unit. His splash is just gonna get mitigated by the armor. Where are you guys going? We're eating man flesh tonight, boys. I mean, for breakfast. Where are you guys going? I told you can leave. We need food. Don't have to go to the supermarket or order shit today. Let's go for speed. Where are you going, Boris? Win that second eye. Look at the Eye of Mortal Sleep, 266 kills. That Hellstorm might have survived. Might have. Pull the Beastmen maybe too early out from that unit. Artillery didn't do much here because we were hiding in the trees. All dead up. Did they the best what the heck? What did they what? Goddamn Bray herds used underway? Since when's the Bray herd use underway? Where the beast pets? When they gonna fix this glitch? They just used underway on top of my ambushing army, and probably gonna cause the glitch. Goddamn CA, how long has this been in the game? Bray herds using underways over beast pads, and on top of my own horde. On top of my own horde, now I can't move. Look at this. This bug has been in the game since Warhammer 1. Warhammer 1. Okay, go away. Did they move? Okay, thank God. Underway? What's this stance? Underway. It's called use beast pads, not underway. Since when my guys dig tunnels? Yeah, it was a little bit absurd here. Look at Karak Zorn, Karak Zul, and the actual dwarves. A little bit absurd. Well, they're out of control because Vampire's not doing much anymore. At least it looks like they moved it outside the starting area. This might have actually been fixed, but still using the underway. They actually might have fixed underway Brayherd or the Wa. I mean, guys, you see what you see this? You know what this tells me? Swan Steel Ruins. It's a Scavender. This tells me how they just copied the green skin Wa mechanic and put it for the Beastmen, and they didn't even have the decency to fix the bug. Well, they actually use underways, so they just copied the Wa and added it to the Beastmen, and they called it Brayherd, Beastman Brayherd. Please change it to the beast pads. But it looks like they're no longer staking on top of the army when they use the underway on a top of a parent army. Which means they might have ninja fixed this. I didn't see in the patch notes. How to get the name of the lord to be above the army? If you hold space, you get overlays, and you lock it here to always show. It looks like this. If you hold space, then you see it. Here you just lock it. It shows all the time. I mean, you know, guys, you know, they're busy with Three Kingdoms and, you know, new Total Wars, but year after year after year, it's been like over 3 years now, still the same bug in the game. Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2. That, you know, bothers me. You know, I do play a lot of this game and I see the same bug every time. Same bug after 3 years, every year. They do copy pasta some stuff. I wouldn't say copy pasta galore. They do copy pasta some stuff, and when they do it lazy way, without making it look different, and it's just bad. I mean, when you see this bug here, you know they just you know copy pasta the VAR there. I'm just gonna get the drink, guys. Give me a few minutes. Be right back. I'm back. I'm back. So it looks like this guy's hunting Morgul.
Do you take me for a churl?
Towers Kazrak.
Might be a little pushing here, right?
Kazrak Dawakun.
Doesn't look like anybody's in the area. I think I take my chances here. If somebody's in the area, they might attack him and we might be able to retreat.
Shire's Ack. Sargoon Ack. Arkas Ack.
Is this the like second to last settlement? They have Karburg as well, I think. And the Emperor only has Aldorf. While Bretonia is just out of control with so many armies. Just they're spamming like crazy.
Beastmen. Greyhead. Naguma.
What the fuck is the point of these trees here?
Towers Kazrak.
Don't have enough units to go involved. We should just grind him to the center.
Naguma. Fast. Farguda. Shalish. Barakawan. Lokon.
I don't know why they call this unit halberd infantry, not a pole arm infantry.
Beastmen.
Because they renamed them and now they're not even properly.
Arkansas. Dorgan Ran. Force. Greyhound.
Like the Marauder champions using hammers, but they call them great axe infantry, not a hammer infantry. The halberds are polar, but they're not using halberds, Lord Drago. They're using glaives. Used to be glaive infantry. So it would be proper to name them polearm infantry and not halberd infantry. The basicers are using great axes. The men reapers are using glaives. They renamed them to halberd infantry instead of polearm infantry. They do something like they should name it properly. We should not send this many in, they're just gonna get exhausted. You have to definitely flank here. They're leaving the wall here now. Well, but this can hold here for a while, so I have to go on the wall. Thinking we fight off the halberdiers on the center here. Which is a good charge. When these guys get exhausted here, we'll send a fresh unit to fight them. We have more defense than the enemy and more attack, and also way more health. Should be pretty one-sided. Yeah, but we're gonna lower their vigor, send in the fresh one, and the ones on the walls will flank them. These guys might have the same attack interval as the great axes. See how the enemy has got exhausted faster than our unit? It's because we have a skill that lowers vigor loss. We should still go for a charge here. What the fuck is up with these Crozus, man? These are the toughest Crozus I've ever seen in my life.
Silicon Harbor. Sword Left hand. Faruda. Targeland.
These guys are losing outnumbered right now.
Kozra. Beastmen.
These guys have to hold another minute. Can get a flank attack here. What a break.
Cloverwood.
Let's have ya!
He didn't have no defense to fight either.
Kozra. Soyuz Ark. Ark. Greyhound. No.
They're just outnumbered. They're just outnumbered, so they lose. I mean, just look at this. 8,700 health times 2. You can't win against those two unless you have a max buffs. That's insane.
By the comets! Lucas's head flew by me! Bring weapons to bear!
One second, this is a nice position to this. They're cheering for the Eye of Mortal Sleep. They know better to go in when the Eye of Mortal Sleep is firing there.
Bring them to their knees!
350 losses, huh? We got a city here. Little luck, nobody's in range, and we can go back around and recruit new units.
Kazrak Dawakut.
Doesn't look like anybody's in range. Tony might just go around. Can't. We have it here and here. We have it here and here. We have it here, and the second one is missing. The third one have it here and here. Mainly the defense and missile resistance.
Malago Rafkarud.
Syria has a lot of enemies. For sure.
Hakam Shani Dawas.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Yeah, rich room, rings and months. Oh, got me a lot of shadows here with unsated bloodthirst.
Dawskirleth.
I must keep my holy vow. No! You dishonor me.
Usisu. Artud Laksha. Zanench. Muitli Makmum.
The weapons building. 10 armor and 10 attack for all units. Well, state of the Empire. Empire holds one region, Middle in one region, Margin in one region, and Auran in one region. Auran has one region in the mountains. Those bastards, we have to go through the vast dwarf territories here to get down there. Let's send somebody. No, Archer got wounded immediately. Should send probably Kazrak slowly down there. Bretonia brought 3 arms in the area. At least we know there are 3 of them. What? Just landed? I thought it was cliffs there. Doesn't look like there were cliffs. Bretonia has 5 armies in the area, so you have to be a little careful. I definitely went silly with the Bretonia for sure. Can't even attack Harburg and Aldo without risking to lose everything.
My lady will not allow it.
I must keep my holy vow. No.
Haven't even taken any damage there. What the hell, man? I was on top of cliffs. What the fuck is this bullshit? Look at this. How's that not doing the zone of control there?
I will not blight my soul.
Not in this world or the other.
Do you take me for a churl?
If I destroy Karaburg, we're gonna get jumped by 3 armies. We're gonna clear this. By the way, we're gonna clear this army, and they're gonna recruit even better, stronger army. They can spam so many armies that I mean, you guys seen it with my Empire campaign. It's a little bit absurd. We could just slowly destroy all their cities and defeat them, but I don't think we're gonna be fighting Bretonia or destroying Bretonia in this campaign. I find it a little bit tedious, to be honest. Especially with the repopulation mechanic. They just resettle and take the Southlands, Confederate, everything. Just very tedious. It's not like they're any threat. We just play safe, raise capital by capital, and nothing they can do. Definitely messed up Bretonia with this update. By nerfing the other factions, they just totally created a big imbalance here. Will Smalling make it harder or easier? Well, depend on the faction, but it should make it different for sure. Even not attacking Bretonia is bullshit. It should be aggroing Artois like crazy. You know, every big patch they make one faction shine more than the rest, but they went too far with Bretonnia.
Father. Man's Rarne. Zorhitch. War Darneth. Malago Rafkarud.
One of the British shaman is wounded there. I mean, when you see Bretonnia controlling 3 settlements in Reichland, you know that something's wrong with the game. With the faction. You seek mighty Kazrak. He's useless. Just AFK here. Looks like I'm having burek for breakfast today. What happens when it's turn 120, you have level 1 Gorbul, they just get harassed. And instead of the chaos and the Veka mauling, it just makes me so sad.
Don't think so.
Might actually be in a bad spot here because the dwarves might go north. They're even fighting the vampires. They're fighting everybody and just bullying everybody. They might get Kazrak there, it's possible.
This would break my vows.
Impossible.
I would go around and they would just take all of the Empire like nothing happened.
What do you want, brute? Do the warheads gather?
Wolfric, you suck. You're pathetic. Go kill something. Don't just take ruins. You make me sick. Chaos is dead. They're losing against Kislev right now. The first wave got defeated by the Kislev already. I was two Droga, two hordes. I mean, we need to build up our hordes. We'll be killing people here. I think we're gonna start Clan Langrund while we're still playing this campaign. This campaign seems to be tedious to play all at once, especially with the Bretonnia in this shape. I need to level up heroes, and it will take 30 to 40 more battles at least. I don't wanna not mux them this time, and they're gonna get muxed. Do it probably after breakfast.
Yes. Greetings. You're a big fool. Welcome to my realm. Do you take me for a wazak? Darnev Akdagzu. Never. Gosha Washra.
We have to crawl to this area. There's gonna be so many armies on us. Not Children of Chaos, you know.
I cannot. I refuse.
I think not.
This can never come to pass.
Way more experience in this guy. Way more. This is a really bad area here. It's way too much Bretonnians around.
I am a lord of Bretonnia. Never!
The area around this guy is probably another 3 to 4 armies in range. Heroes are currently wounded here. They're losing 6,400 a turn. That is significant. We don't have ruination buildings. 3 hordes. That's not correct, Lord Drago. If you watch my Von Cars campaigns early, you could have seen me allied with the Manfred, and Manfred would just steamroll everybody. They just RNG. Chaos is just in a really bad shape, the worst shape they've ever been, due to the changes of minor factions being stronger. Now, Chaos is just in the worst spot they've ever been. They can lose to a minor faction. They need Chaos Invasion to start rolling the minor factions. They can't win against minor factions before Chaos Invasion. But it's actually nice they come to us. 4 Grey Leaks. What the hell? You should not be allowed to put more than one of these in the army. They've been nerfing Chaos every update without even putting in the patch notes. Please, the crybabies. And now the crybabies are making fun of Chaos. That's the set of the game. Most of the killer is on the right side now. The great weapons on the right side. The problem with Chaos, they're outnumbered like 40 times. Probably even more than that. So what can they do? They can do shit. The world is too big. Melee damage is so high, man. So high. What matter, Grill Guardians? Can kill cows? You want me to set some bestigers so you can get a couple of kills? We have over double damage on these Minotaurs, so on the ground they cannot be beaten by anything. Each Minotaur is doing more damage than 3 giants. Interesting how the characters get healed here, but not the Minotaur. Very strange, very strange. Yeah, it's pretty much an army of heroes at a 16 stack. With 15 physical resistance and extra armor with shields, the toughness is also really good. They don't take much casualties, just damage. So you can say they have more toughness than what would usually be 3 heroes at base level. While still should have more toughness than a single gore bull without the base gear.
You dishonor me.
Well, the replenishment is glitchy, it doesn't show the things right when you eat them. Same issue with the green skin replenishment. It would say 0% and not show any get back, but they still get back. How the hell we have low bestial rage here, huh?
Absolutely not.
How to raise this place? This is a little bit too risky to move in. They can just jump on us with so many armies. At least Clan Mulder might expand here. Oh, this is actually proper auto resolve. I'm loud. It's exactly what would happen in the bell. You know what's the worst bug, if you ask me? The factions that can eat captives. It's like you attack a big army, you get like 600 prisoners or something, replenishment 1%, and like nobody really heals. Follow a bell, you get almost no prisoners, you just finish them off, kill what remains of them, replenishment 14 to 20%. Everybody heals. Working as intended. Chop, 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 chop. What happened, Carl? Where's your health? just need to raise Alder to destroy the Empire. It's a little bit risky, but we should just probably go for it. Hide for 2 turns and then go for it. And then Bretonia will control Reichland. Unless we start chopping them down.
Wait up!
Impossible.
We're gonna have to risk a bit with Kazrak to raise some of these settlements. And we have to go through dwarf territories that now are pretty much former empire to get to finish for Overland, which are living in the former dwarf territories, which are now the empire. Lol. How much the Chaos Garbage man spread? Like 200. It's around 200, I think. It's essentially a problem for Gaza. We don't have the fighting stats here. And there is corruption coming from race elements as well. This Guild Knights are actually not having an easy time against the Cyber. How much magic resistance? 25? Probably what's saving its life. They have magic attacks. Kazakh is in a very poor state right now. No battle skills, no character skills. Like work in progress, gonna take days for him to get anywhere. Doesn't even get nearly enough bells. Petty corruption, huh? I just love the moment we raise it, we are taking a petty corruption. Just love that shit. The Empress ignoring Talabheim, which is a little weird. I don't think anybody's in range here.
Impossible.
Why didn't I use mods? Well, other than variety on the hero portraits, unity cards, I don't feel like I need the mods for this game. So we don't have a bunch of clones like this. I find things this one the only two different only the same portraits. They're using basically the same one, just change the background a little. So lazy. But I'm talking more about like Empire, when you have those warrior priests and the generals of the Empire and the Empire captains in the army, and they all have similar portrait, no helmets, no detail, nothing, just different perspective, or even the same perspective. I don't need mods to make the game harder. Just get the house rules like the last campaign, for example. This one doesn't have house rules, we're just building up monitors.